Warning, this podcast contains a paradox.
Only one?
All of the paradoxes.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for The Flash Season 3, Episode 2, Paradox. I'm your host Clio, and with me I have Dom.
How's it going?
Good. I like this episode. I liked it a lot more than last episode.
I thought you were going to have problems with it because of Cisco.
Okay. Skip right to that. I almost had problems with it because it was like, oh, Cisco's a bummer now. Cisco's like,
Yeah.
not Cisco anymore.
Yeah.
And then you learn why, and then he comes round at the end, and I'm like, oh, at the end, I recognized Cisco. Like, Cisco was back, his face, I was like, thank God.
So, like, everything that Barry's changed here, or inadvertently changed, or however it got changed, we only, don't necessarily say it's Barry's fault or whatever, because that may not be the case. But, it seems like it's not irreparable. So Dante died, but didn't Dante die in the other? No?
No, Dante was alive.
Oh.
Well, because, see, Dante and Earth 2 died.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably what I'm mixing up.
Because when they said in the beginning Dante was dead and they didn't say why, I was like, oh my god, did Cold kill him that one time? Did Reverb kill him that one time? Did his doppelganger kill him that one time? Like, there were so many times Dante could have died, and then it was a drunk driver accident, and I was like, oh my god. Like, that was definitely not what I expected. For it to have just been an accident, it wasn't even like a bad guy. Like, that... when it's a bad guy, the heroes throw themselves into their work to cope with it. But when it's an accident, like, that's way too normal people shit,
Yeah. Do you think there's any chance of Barry going back to fix that?
No, I think he's learned his lesson. I'm so glad that... Or we're just going to jump around this because we have to. So glad Jay grabbed his ass out of the Speed Force and is like, sit down!
Well, the whole thing when Barry's like, I have to fix this, and he's running back, I'm sitting there going, see, I knew it! I knew we were going back to Flashpoint, like, and then...
That's why I was just like, no, please don't do anything dumb, Barry.
Yeah. But I loved, like, the whole Felicity conversation, too, like, at the very, very beginning of the episode, but I liked the Jay Garrick conversation more.
Yeah. Well, I think they're both great.
Yeah.
But I think in a weird way, Felicity was trying to say sort of what Jay said. Because Felicity was like, this is not a thing for the Flash to fix. This is a thing for Barry to fix. Be Barry and you can fix this.
Yeah.
And Jay was telling him, don't use your powers to fix something you messed up with your powers. That's the whole paradox of it.
Like, we see this had ramifications on other shows, like Arrow.
Let's go into that. Let's go over the changes list. So, Cisco's not the name master because Dante's dead.
Yeah.
Iris and Barry never kissed on the porch. Captain Singh is back. Iris...
Barry has a new assistant.
I was gonna get...
I shouldn't even say an assistant, but...
No! Listen, the CSI now has 2 employees, which is still ridiculously understaffed for a CSI department.
Oh, yeah, 100%. and can I just throw out there right now, I'm almost positive he's Dr. Alchemy?
Oh, that'd be fantastic, but... I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. We'll find out.
Just the way he said something, he mentioned the word Flash to Barry. He said something about a Flash, or like something like that, and then he looked at him and he was saying stuff about it's people that I can't trust are the people that I don't like, and he was just like, there was something off about him, and it's more than just the typical hatred, like office rivals. I feel like he's Dr. Alchemy.
I'm sorry. I looked over at chat, and Lee Silver says, "Where do the two ships come in?" And I was like, "Oh, is someone talking about shipping?" And then he was just paradox, pair of docks, and
Yeah.
two ships. Puns. I love them. Yeah, no, I love Julian. I love that Tom Felton is on the show. I think he's fantastic. And when he had his first scene and he was super, sassy and everything, I just had to go bless the Harry Potter gods for this. Thank you.
Yeah. I knew he looked familiar and I couldn't quite place him. And
He
then
is
I was
Draco
like,
Malfoy.
yeah, it was like about halfway through the episode. I was like, oh my god. It hit me. Because I wasn't a big Harry Potter fan. I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 of the movies. I haven't seen them all, so.
Yeah, and I have to say, Tom Felton as an actor and like his relationship with his fans are fantastic. I had a friend who was waiting outside of the last Harry Potter movie's premiere. There's just a bunch of people camped out, and he came and bought them pizza.
That's awesome.
He gave them pizza. He's such a cool guy.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
More changes. Iris didn't forgive Joe for lying about her mom, which I think we guessed that last week.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of our theories. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's baby John instead of baby Sarah.
John Diggle Jr.
Now, hold on. It is John Diggle Jr., yes. Which, is this the John Diggle Jr. we met in Legends of Tomorrow? Or is this now a different John Diggle Jr. because of the age difference? Because the John Diggle Jr. we met in Legends was a lot younger than Sarah was.
Right.
He was born...
It seems like this was the firstborn now.
Yeah. Did the order of the children switch? Are they the same person?
I don't even think there is a Sarah.
No, not yet. Well, that's also because if we pre-Flashpoint, we had Sarah and John Diggle Jr. was not born yet.
Right.
So that might be why. Maybe Sarah will be born in a couple of years when John Diggle was supposed to be born.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, no, where's Sarah? Ah! Yeah, I don't... That was a change where I was like, shit.
Now, how is that, if it's going to be explained on Arrow? Like, how are they going to explain something like that?
I have no idea. I don't know, because that's not a small change.
Because, like, to Rachel, for example, who only watches Arrow and only watches Legends of Tomorrow and Supergirl, she wants nothing to do with the Flash. Like... You even start talking about the Flash on our Arrow podcast, and she, like, zones out, She, like, does stuff to keep herself entertained. So, it's like, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and, I mean, I feel like there's no way to do it except if Barry's there.
Yeah.
I
mean, with Diggle gone right now, like... absent from the Arrow, he's not gone. He's not the actor is not gone, but the character is not around right now. That will help bide some time for them to explain it, but I think they have to address it at some point.
Yeah, it definitely has to get addressed. I don't know, man. I don't know.
there's Rachel in chat. Yep, totally zone out.
Yeah, she's got us on mute right now. She's not even listening.
No. So.
Oh, God, excuse me.
Poor Diggle.
Poor Diggle?
Yeah. He doesn't even know. Like, he doesn't know he had a daughter, and...
Yeah. And, I mean, that's the thing, too, because if, if the gender of their baby changed, maybe it wouldn't be... If it was just that, but the fact that Sarah was named after Sarah.
Right.
It was such an important thing at that point in the show, in their lives, that Tao, it's just a big thing. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm drawing blanks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because it seems like they're not going to go back and fix this. Like, this is the timeline now, and we have to deal with that.
Which I fucking respect the hell out of.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
The reason I fall out of shows is when they make the same mistakes and they don't learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, making the same mistake a few times, yeah, sure, I get that. Everybody's human. But when it happens season after season after season, I drop shows. So the fact that they've already been like, oh, we changed this a couple times, let's live. We have to live with this now. It's too much. I'm like, yeah, A+. Go you.
I mean, they really only changed things once, you know.
Yeah, but they went back to that point in the past a few times.
Yeah, but it was for different reasons, but yeah.
Of course, but yeah. So the rival, Alchemy comes to him.
Okay.
He's screaming on a bus like a crazy person. Go on.
This is what I have to talk. I was telling you pre-show that I'm just really excited for something. Do you know who the voice of Dr. Alchemy is?
No.
It's Tobin Bell. It's Tobin fucking Bell, the guy from Saw, Jigsaw.
No fucking way.
Yes. I recognized it.
Would you like to play a game?
Yes. It sounded so similar to me last week, right? And I'm sitting there going, like, you know, it was like one or two lines, so it wasn't like enough for it. Yeah. And then it hit me where I'm like, wait, I know this voice, where is it? And then you have Rival take Barry and throw him down on something in the warehouse that they were in, and there was literally a saw. Like, Barry landed on a saw, and I was like, that's fucking Jigsaw! I, like, jumped up off my bed, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I was so excited, because Tobin Bell is phenomenal.
That
is amazing.
Super funny. I never would have guessed that.
Yeah. So, Tobin Bell is not going to be the guy behind Alchemy when they rip the mask off.
No. It's like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That is super funny.
Yeah. I was so excited. So excited. And I don't know if that saw was intentional. I feel like it was.
I can't imagine they'd hire him and not do that on purpose.
Yeah. But it wasn't a scene with Alchemy in it, though. It was like the scene when the rival came and was beating him up after Alchemy was trash talking and stuff. So I don't know if it was correlated or if it was just, you know, complete coincidence, because it very well could have been. But I was still really excited. That's the moment it hit me.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even talking on screen at that point, you know, so.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I was really excited.
Yeah. So Alchemy shows up and gives the rival what he wants, his other life, his powers, what he feels is missing. And apparently Alchemy can do that, has been doing that to other Flashpoint metas.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of people who previously didn't have powers are now going to have powers. Caitlin. But
we never saw Caitlin possess powers in Flashpoint. She was a pediatrician.
Yes. Exactly, which is why I'm thinking she's got her Killer Frost powers from something else.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Alchemy has visited her and made her go crazy.
Unless
because she seems to
it's not limited to Flashpoint, unless it pulls things also from other Earths.
But another reason why I don't think Alchemy gave her the powers is because when they figure out that the reason there's no dark matter in the sample was because Alchemy gave him the powers, not the particle accelerator. She seemed very shocked in that revelation. Not shocked, but like it came to her and you could see it that it was new information to her. So I think if Alchemy visited her, she would have had a different reaction.
Yeah.
Because she, like a lot of other characters in the show, are very bad at lying.
Mm-hmm. Unless that's something that's changed in, you know.
Oh, and suddenly Caitlin's like a savant at lying.
Maybe.
It's true. It could be. No, but I think it's something else. Because you know.
Oh, she was an ophthalmologist, not an eye doctor. Yeah. Kid's eye doctor. Okay, that's probably why I thought she was a pediatrician.
Yeah. Unless you're moonlighting as an ophthalmologist. What? That was great.
Flashpoint joke.
It's like, you can't have inside jokes with yourself, Barry.
Apparently
you can't do that.
They just got through saying that they wanted nothing. They didn't want to know anything about their previous life, and then he goes and drops that on her. Like,
I don't know.
you know, they're so mad. If I was Caitlin, I'd be like, I was what? You know?
I'm sorry, what did you say? Yeah. I loved Barry trying to set up that dinner trap.
I was like, Barry, you're so stupid. But the setup for it was fantastic.
What dish? Yeah. Oh, the noodle dish.
Yeah. Just zipping back and forth. How did neither of them know that Barry was gone? Like, I can understand running really fast, but there was like a good, 15-second conversation with each other before.
Yeah.
I think I would notice after somebody didn't respond for 10 seconds,
Yeah. I think they were both busy with their work.
That's true.
And I think they're both used to Barry being so weird and quirky that just sort of to them felt like Barry being Barry.
That's probably the truth.
So that's why they didn't notice. But I freaking loved that scene. That was so funny. Mm. Oh, could you invite Cisco and Caitlin so it's not awkward? And it was still awkward.
It was.
Mostly because Barry lied to them to get them in the same room.
Yeah. And Cisco wasn't too pleased with Barry anyway.
No, of course not. But I think Barry trying to reach out to Cisco was a good thing to do. Yeah. And I think the reason Barry, in the past didn't reach out to Cisco is probably because he did feel bad for not being not that he's not able to, but not. And it's not even that he didn't want to. It's that he didn't. He knew it wasn't right to go back and save Dante.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He knew it wouldn't be a good idea. So Barry probably kept his distance from Cisco because he felt bad.
Yeah.
A lot of guilt probably there. And heroes, things that are out of their control, they just feel really bad about. There's nothing Barry could have done about a drunk driver.
There's
not. A random accident.
I mean, I kind of understand, where Cisco's anger was coming from. Especially after Barry had to tell him, "Oh, I went back in time to save my parents." Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, so when it's your family, it's okay for you to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But sad. Other points we've seen Barry go back in time and it's been an okay thing.
Yeah.
When Vandal Savage, killed all of them, killed the entire team.
Yes.
And
I know we've talked about that before. But those instances were only a 24-hour period that he changed.
Yeah.
The consequences are much less severe when you go back years. And in Dante's case, months.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Barry could have done it right away, but he also wasn't exactly there.
Yeah, it wasn't quite Barry. It was, but it wasn't Barry with the Flashpoint knowledge.
Right.
Yeah. There was one line in my notes where I guess I was just all caught up in the Cisco Barry emotions that I just wrote sad Cisco. It was probably when they were arguing over it.
Because I was really Cleo's not gonna enjoy this show anymore if this is Cisco. I was all worried. I was like, no, we're gonna lose. No, we're gonna lose Cleo.
Listen, we got our Cisco back at the end when he vibed to the rescue. It's not my friend.
Awesome seeing him in that costume.
Great. Yeah. And it's he's still not there. He's still not really vibe yet, but he's got the goggles. He used it without, any really side effects. So he's in the right position. He's just got to be in the right mindset to be vibe.
Sally said earlier in chat, she goes, Cisco's vibe was awesome.
Yes, I agree.
So, Brian also said in chat that I did not notice. He said, "Did anyone notice that when Jay pulled Barry out of the Speed Force, they were showing the 1990s Flash show in the background on the television?"
Was that what it was? Because I think I'm on Sally's side. She said she thought it was Dawson's Creek.
Hmm.
I
Interesting.
thought it was Dawson's Creek too. Because here's the thing, and thank you for bringing it back around to that, because I did want to come back to that scene. Jay rips Barry from the Speed Force and then tells him we're in 1998. Which, if it was Dawson's Creek, that would make sense. But it looked like, was it Earth 2, 1998?
I don't know.
Because at first I thought he said 1988, and I was like, oh, that's my birth year. And then I went back just to make sure, and then he said, I heard 1998.
Yeah, well, the Flash, no, the Flash TV movie was 1997, and the TV series was 1990 to 91. So, I mean, it still could have been, but...
Yeah, it could have been. I just thought it was Dawson's Creek. It looked like Dawson's Creek. But because it looked like, again, really, honestly, it is Earth. It was Earth 2, right? Because it looked too old-timey to be our 1998.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Dawson's Creek started in 1998.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who was on the screen. Like, they showed some characters and stuff. I honestly wasn't paying too much attention to it.
Yeah.
So,
I honestly thought I saw Dawson, so that's why.
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Earth 2. I was under the impression it was Earth 2.
Yeah.
But that may not be the case.
Mm. Well, either way.
And I think it's just because that's
something.
where he caught Barry in the Speed Force when he was time traveling, is he just ripped him out mid-time travel.
Yeah, in 1998. Probably, yeah.
So
that's true.
That would explain why they ended up there in that particular time.
And how did he know to catch him at that moment? He's like, I feel a disturbance in the Speed Force.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let me go grab Barry.
He might be more connected with the Speed Force than Barry is, you know.
He probably is, yeah.
So.
So Alchemy, in addition, apparently, to giving Flashpoint metas their powers back, he can shoot, like, weird beams? Like, because he blindsides Barry with, like, weird energy blasts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see what that is.
Yeah.
And he says he's preparing this world. And that in my notes, I'm like, preparing for what? And then that's literally like what Barry says later in the episode. And I was like,
mm-hmm.
I have that same question.
Yeah.
I too would like to know.
I don't know. That's why, like, the whole thing with Dr. Alchemy and everything that he's planning, it's why he keeps leading me back to the other guy in forensics. Because,
yeah,
you know, that guy, he's, like, he keeps to himself. He knew the guy, he knew Rival's real name. You know, Barry addressed him by name, the guy in your file, you know, the skin thing.
Well, I don't,
It's plausible.
I mean, I guess. And maybe that's why Julian wants those crime scenes to himself.
Could be.
To cover up, like, his tracks.
Very well could be.
But then why did he give Barry any information at all?
I think maybe he's catching on to Barry at this point.
Well, he definitely is, because he's like, how did you know the name? I don't trust you. That whole conversation at the end.
Right.
He's definitely on to him in terms of him being a meta at least, and maybe the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think that's what it is. So I think he's curious because if he's the one empowering metas, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And him being the metahuman specialist would be the perfect cover, kind of. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I love his character.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to be kind of upset if he ends up playing a villain again.
Yeah, I would. What do you mean again?
He played a villain in Harry Potter.
Malfoy's not really a villain.
He played a villain.
Did you watch the whole series? He's not really a villain.
He was a villain in most of the show.
He was an antagonist.
I know the whole thing with
antagonist.
I know the whole thing with Snape. I know the whole thing with Snape, right? But he was a villain in certain episodes, certain movies.
An antagonist, not a villain.
No, he's a villain.
No.
Villain.
Bellatrix, Voldemort, they were villains. Snape and Malfoy. Draco, not Lucius. Lucius can be a villain. He's weird. Are antagonists, not villains. I'll go to bat for Snape and Draco any day. Don't understand. I love them. Anyway. Iris and Barry finally get their porch scene again. They smooch and whatever. But that scene was really weird. Because, they had their nice little conversation and then they kiss. But it was a slow motion kiss as they kind of zoom in. And I'm, waiting for, a hand to go through Iris's chest or something and just her to die. I was like, what? Wait, I was grabbing my seat it was just such a weird way they shot it. I don't know what that could mean, if it means anything or if I'm just projecting because I'm very nervous.
It could be that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the way it was shot. I was waiting for something to happen. I'm like, oh, please be okay.
Yeah, and I'm proud of Iris. She's the one that came around. She's the one that pulled the team together this time. It wasn't Barry. Barry coming clean and telling the truth.
Yes.
For once. And then Iris, who, we've had issues with in the past in certain instances. She pulled through. She didn't stay mad at her dad and all this, and it's for Barry. It was, but I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah, I definitely liked it too.
You weren't the only one. Sally said she was expecting something to happen as well.
Yeah, so. Yeah. It was. I honestly think it was the way that scene was shot, and I know in a lot of other things as well. The way shots are done and put together, I assume things because I have a background in film. So my brain does weird things when certain shots and angles are used.
Yeah. So
yeah, definitely could have been that. So at the end we see Clarence has failed. The rival has failed alchemy. And I guess we are supposed to assume that he kills him. I guess we'll find out next episode, but yeah. Definitely seemed like he was killing him.
Oh, it definitely seemed that way. It's going to be a really quick end to the rival.
I mean, yeah.
Literally defeated in episode 1, comes back in episode 2, and is defeated again. Yeah. This is the fastest villain ever.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting to find out how alchemy killed him when he was securely locked up in Iron Heights.
Yeah.
So...
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of mystery around the alchemy, Dr. Alchemy, and I love when Cisco came up with that name where I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. He's naming things again.
See, I praised last episode for being like, oh, here's another speedster, and let's take the mask off immediately, right? I praised it because it's like, oh, that's different. That's a different formula that we're using that we didn't have, but then as I started thinking about it, and I was about halfway through episode 2 here, I go, but there's no mystery anymore. I liked the mystery, and then here's Dr. Alchemy, and it's like, okay, we got the mystery back. I'm totally happy.
The mystery back in spades.
Yeah. So I'm really, really happy with that.
Mm-hmm. So next episode is called Magenta. Barry and Team Flash are thrilled to reunite with Earth 2 Wells and Jesse. Wells confides to Barry and Caitlin that Jesse has all the powers of a speedster and has been saving people on his Earth. He is concerned about her safety and wants them to talk her out of using her powers. Meanwhile, Magenta, a new meta who can control metal, terrorizes... Oh no, Magneta. Why was I reading Magenta?
I don't know.
Magneta. is the name of the episode and the name of the meta.
You're
Magneta.
dyslexic.
I'm something. I need new glasses is the problem. A new meta who can control metal terrorizes the city. I'm excited for Jessie Quick. We've been talking
Jessie
about
Quick
that since
since
she made her entrance to the show. So
rival has failed this city, says Sally.
Yes, always bring it back. Like they don't use that line anymore, but it's never going away because it was just so amazingly campy.
Yep. All good things coming this season. All good things.
Definitely.
I miss Billionaire Cisco.
I do not. And that's when I was like, yes, my Cisco is back, and I was like, and there's no ponytail. Like everything is fine. No stupid ponytail. We're good.
Mm-hmm. I hope he wears a ponytail next episode.
Get out. No, real Cisco doesn't wear a ponytail.
Noted. Noted. So if we ever see ponytailed Cisco as Vibe or something, it's fake.
Well, I told you when we did Legends and what's his name was dreaming or hallucinating of Cisco, and Cisco had his hair half up. I was like, that's not really Cisco, and then it revealed it wasn't. I was like, I told you, his hair is up. It's not really Cisco.
Yeah. All
right, Dom, where can the people find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
And you can find me at Cleomoto and all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, video games, and movies. Until next time, bye guys. Real Cisco, no ponytail.
Please tell me Alchemy says that at some point.
I need it to happen now.